thought it was a lot of fun, and it was definitely worth the cold. Just being able to see a sitting president is like an experience that a lot of people don't get. So
it is my pleasure to say the President of the United States will be here in just a few minutes. Watch out!
I also think it has a lot to do with the chancellor. Being the first African-American chancellor and being a female chancellor, I think that was another draw for Lawrence.
Career and in education, while at the same time building quality lives for ourselves and for our children. I am happy to see that the President is pushing to expand these opportunities. It is now my great pleasure to introduce President Barack Obama.
What's up? I gotta admit, I took a moment to meet with Coach Self and KU basketball team. I mean, we're here for other business, but while I was here, I thought I should talk to some basketball players.
That was awesome. It was, I mean, I know that his writers like prep him out for all that kind of stuff, but it was just it gave it a really kind of folksy hometown feeling because that he came in here and knew what he was talking about.
So you have these wonderful teachers, and the light in all of these children's eyes, you know, the sense of possibility and potential for these kids made me just that much more determined to keep strengthening and keep promoting and expanding early childhood education to get all of our children a strong start. I want to support expectant mothers. I want to make sure we got universal child care to preschool for all. It's the best investment we can make. It is the right thing to do. We can do more to help families.
When you get good like preschool education, that like studies show that gives you a good leg up in life later on and will help you get a better career, higher paying career, and have a more stable life, and then you can kind of reproduce that and produce that for your own children. So by giving children a chance now, we're going to be able to reproduce a society of productive people who have good jobs and stable families.
I mean, come on now, it's 2015. This should be sort of a no-brainer.
That's huge. Yeah. I mean, you hear all the like controversy saying like, oh, women already get it, or yeah, something like that, but now it's like a huge deal.
It can seem sometimes like our politics is more divided than ever.
What separates Obama from everybody is his ability to bring everybody together.
And so because of those divisions, the pundits in Washington, they hold this up as proof that any vision of the moral hope of politics must be naive and misguided. But as I pointed out, I still believe what I said back then. I still believe that we as Americans have more in common than not.
Because as soon as you put political parties into it, a lot of people become really like defensive of their political party. So they never want to compromise because they don't want to seem like they chose the wrong side.
In Kansas, we've got some big things to do together. And today, our younger students have earned the highest math and reading scores on record. Our high school graduation rate has hit an all-time high, and more young people like you are finishing college than ever before.
And I really look forward to some of the things he talked about, like free community college for everyone. I think that would be a great boost for those people who maybe can't afford to get into larger
companies that are creating jobs right here in the United States. Let's have a tax code that truly helps working Americans get a leg up in this new economy. It's a good investment that will ultimately be good for everybody. Keeping our economy strong and competitive. Making sure we've got a tax code that is fair so that we can get all these things done and grow the economy well into the future. That's where I think America needs to go.
I think it's a good idea, but The way that he probably wants to pay for it, I probably don't agree with, by heavily taxing the upper class, and that doesn't work.
And I understand Republicans who disagree with my approach. So what I said to them is, fine, show me your ideas.
So it's better to help the people up there so that then they can employ more people, so that they can have more jobs.
It's perfectly fair for them to say, we've got a better way of meeting these national priorities, and then to specify what those ideas are. What you can't do is simply pretend that issues like child care or student debt aren't out there, that they're not important. You can't pretend that there's nothing we can do to help middle-class families get ahead, because I've seen how we've been able to help middle-class families get ahead when we make an effort. The answer can't just be no to everything. I don't mind hearing no to some things, but it can't be no to everything. Tell me what you want to do. Let's get to yes on more young people going to college and not being loaded up with debt. That's what I want to get to. We're going to disagree on politics sometimes. But we don't have to be so viciously divided as a people.
Politics can be a division, but it doesn't have to be that way. I know there's a lot of gridlock in Congress, but I think it's unnecessary, and it's become too much of Democratic versus Republican. It should be, we're both human. Let's talk. Let's have ideas. Let's actually create change.
We all know what God and Grandma taught us to do. Whoever we are, Republican, Democrat, male, female, young, old, black, white, gay, straight. We all share a common vision for our future. We want a better country for your generation and for your kids' generation. I want that country to be one that shows the world what I know is still to be true, that we are still not a collection of just red states and blue states. We are still the United States of America.
Like you said, we're the United States. United actually means something. You have to bring ideas together, accept one another's ideas to actually make it work out.
So we've made it through some hard times, but we've laid a new foundation, Jayhawks. We've got a new future to write. The young people here are going to write a new future for America. Let's get started right now. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you.
And just hearing him and knowing that I was there, I felt like I was part of a really important historical event. I was making an impact by being there.
And I think his speech really conveyed to the crowd how we want to see this change in our nation and how we are the future. So we should create this change.
There's really nothing else to say, but I approve.